welcome back. This is Jordan, the 13th Disciple. I'm back at it. Did that 31-day challenge in January. Took a little bit of a break because I did 31 straight videos in 31 straight days. A lot of content, a lot of short time. Needed a bit of a break. Here we go, guys. I'm back at it, and what I am doing today is talking about the biggest scam that almost everybody falls into. It's the pursuit of success. You see all these ads on Facebook. You want to be successful? Click here. You want to be successful? Do this. You want to be successful? Come with me. And I'm telling you, all of this is a scam, and I'm going to tell you why in this video. Stay tuned. Alright guys, we've all seen it. We've all seen get-rich-quick schemes. Heck, if you have a get-rich-quick schemes, drop in the comments. Try to get rich. Try to get people to jump on board. I don't care. I'm telling you guys, success and the way we're looking at it is totally wrong. We have the wrong perspective. We look at success and say, success will give me happiness. Success will give me joy. Success will make me feel prosperous. Success will give me. And guys, that is the biggest scam in the world. It's the biggest scam because it truly robs us of what we truly are seeking from it. We look at success and look at it and say, man, if I had this, I'll be successful. Or if I had this, I will feel happy. That's just robbing you of the real reality, because once you obtain that, you don't have that. Here's the difference. And I'm guilty of it myself. People say, wow, Jordan, look at you in your shoes. How'd you do it? And I say, oh man, I'm blessed. That's not true. Don't get me wrong. I think God has blessed me. But here's the thing. I have achieved a success to a certain standard, and I give God glory and the credit, and that's awesome and that's great. But what happens is people pursue success and then bring God along. The reality is we need to pursue God, and the success comes. So here's the thing. For those of people that get success and say, oh, give God the glory, I'm blessed. That's just not the way it should be. Because the reality is you can be successful and not be blessed. But you cannot be blessed and not be successful. So if you're blessed, you are going to be successful. That will produce success. But you can be successful and not be blessed. So I think there's two demographics here. There's the demographic that achieves some sort of success and says, I'm blessed by God. That's great, and I think that we're called to do that. But here's the thing. Why do you say you're blessed by God if you can be successful without God? It just is your matter of perspective. Because ultimately, I view blessing as success. As my relationship with God, that is success to me. And I think you'll find that to be true in your lives when you come to understand that. Because it doesn't matter what kind of success you reach, you won't be happy and joyful in your calling, because God is the creator of you, and you will not be at your full potential unless you're acting in the way God created you to be. Because if you created, let's say pottery, I think that's a great analogy. If you created it to be a vase and hold water and you're going to drink water from it, it's going to be exactly how you created it to be. It's going to be exactly how you called it to be. But if you take a vase and you try to water your garden with it, it's close, you're successful, you're even using giftings, that, God may have given you, maybe public speaking, whatever. You may be using those giftings, but you're just not really being productive, right? A hose would do much better at that. So that's a little analogy, I guess. The second demographic is those who achieve success and don't give any credit to God. I think there's danger in that. The Bible says the love of money is the root of all evil. That's strong wording. It's not saying money is the root of all evil, but it's saying the love of money. And so if the love of money is the root of all evil, it means your pursuit of success in a selfish perspective is evil and just will lead you into the exact opposite of who God is. And that's just a scary thought, because the exact opposite of who God is, that means hell. So I urge you guys to really take a step back. If you find yourself in success, really dive deep and maybe give the perspective of maybe I want to be blessed. All right, guys, I'm going to teach you how to get rid of the lie that you need success in your life. Because we feel like we need it. We strive for something. We long for something. And I think that's God's calling on us for something greater, not to stay complacent. So that feeling inside for us for more doesn't come from the need for success. It comes from the need for God. And so that's my first point. We need to understand our need for God. If you want to get rid of the need for success, you need to have an understanding of your need for God. Because if you understand God is the source of everything, if God created everything on this planet, He has full control of everything on this planet, then nothing good on this planet cannot come from Him. And so your success, it comes from Him. But it first comes from the pursuit of being blessed. So the first point to avoid the lie of the need for success is understanding your need for God. So the second point goes along those same lines. If you understand God's power and authority, you know that you have an understanding of God's sovereignty. So the second point is understanding God's sovereignty. Because if you understand your need for God, then you understand God's sovereignty. Because if God created the world, He has power over it. And so when you understand God's sovereignty, you know you need God to achieve what you feel called to achieve. So what happens is the first step in avoiding the lie of the need for success is understanding your need for God. And when you understand your need for God, your heart will be changed and you'll start walking more in your calling and you'll have an understanding of God's sovereignty. And the third point is putting this into action. What does it mean to put into action your need for God and God's sovereignty? Let's look at it this way. We have a yearning inside of us for success, for something bigger. But the problem is we have the wrong definition, right? I've made the point that we need to pursue being blessed, not success, because success is the lie. So when we pursue being blessed, we're going to put in work to read the Bible, pray, go to church, be in community. And I know that's super typical and you hear that from any Christian, but here's the thing. It's so true. We just have a wrong perspective of it. So what happens is we have this yearning and we think it's the need for success and we put in so much effort, so much work for the success and we either fail or even if we achieve it, we get there and we just don't feel happy, we don't feel fulfilled, and we just don't feel joyful. It's because it's not the way God created you to be. And so when you pursue this blessing, if you put in the work that you put in for success, if you put that work into being blessed, my goodness, your world will change. Because I'm telling you, if you take, say, a vase meant for drinking and you try to go water the flowers, it's just unproductive, it's slow, it's working at maybe 50% capacity. It's just not, you're maximizing your potential. God created you for a specific purpose and you can't find that purpose apart from Him. And so if you put in the work to be blessed, that success will come. Guys, I challenge you to pursue that today. Forget whatever is on your heart. Understand that what's on your heart is from God. And if you want to unlock what that potential is, you got to go to God because we don't have the key to it. So go to God today, pursue Him, pursue blessing, and your success will come, your calling will come, your joy will come, and you'll be beyond what you ever imagined. Love you guys. See you next time. I'll be dropping a video next week, so see you then.